Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. It is 3:55 p.m. Central Standard Time on January 25th, 2022. I hope the good Lord is keeping you guys safe everywhere that you are. And I'm bringing you guys this to your attention for a reason. It's to stimulate thought. Okay? Please make sure that you like and share and subscribe and hit the notification bell for whenever I put stuff up so that way you guys can kind of see what's going on. This right here, I just go ahead and put in China fake sun because there's been a lot of stuff going on with it lately, and I do know about it, but I don't comment or make a video just because I saw something. I actually do a little bit of digging and I put thought into it. So here you go. China's artificial sun breaks record by hitting 120 million degrees, and by the way, it's Celsius. Now, this is real. Okay, multiple news. It's covered by, they've released it. They want people to know about this. But look over here. Fake moon, artificial sun are the latest technological developments. Fake moon. Wait a minute. Is our moon fake that we have now? The moon that they're making is said to reflect up to 5 times more light than the moon that you see in the sky now. And of course, people worried about light pollution, blah, 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 right? Well, now they've gone and done and made this fake sun that gives out that's 5 times more powerful than our own sun. What? Number one, why would you do that and fire it up here on Earth? They already did it. They already fired it up, which would explain a lot of the bullcrap that we see over in China with in some of my previous videos with the pollution and all the stuff happening over there. So, but the real question we have to ask ourselves is, why? Why are you creating a false sun? They literally call it a false sun. They're planning on launching it in space. Why? What's going to happen to our sun? What's wrong with ours? Is there something wrong with ours? Is the one that we're looking at false? What's wrong with our moon? Is it about to go away? What's happening here? So, I got a little video that I'd like to share with you guys.
Chinese scientists have created an artificial sun. And the latest experiment in the man-made sun project saw it run for 20 minutes at 70 million degrees.
I'm sorry, I've lost sound.
That's 5 times hotter than the real sun.
A city in China has a bright idea, as in 8 times brighter than the moon.
China wants to launch a fake moon into the sky by the year 2020. Announced last week at an innovation conference.
Get this, it's actually a satellite that would reflect the sun's rays at night. It will reportedly be 8 times brighter than the real moon and could replace streetlights.
However, astronauts are concerned about the increased light pollution it could cause.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, there's more. This is crazy. China has also just taken nuclear technology to a whole new level by flipping the switch for the first time ever on a new fusion reactor. It's called the Tokamak reactor. This thing is so powerful, it's literally being called an artificial sun because it creates a powerful magnetic field that fuses hot plasma to reach temperatures of more than 150 million degrees Celsius, which is said to be, 10 times hotter than the core of the sun.
Today, we learned that they've made a new sun, indeed 10 times hotter than the core of the sun, through a fusion technique which produces no waste, cannot be stolen and misused by anybody else.
Time will tell on what unfolds here, but I think a lot of other countries around the world will be watching China very closely, and China's really trying to lead the world here and set its mark by creating this artificial sun and creating this technology that will lead the world. But I think a lot of people will be watching very closely as it's still in the developing phases of it, Corey.
This is their paid advert.
Fusion is a bold idea. It will elevate human energy use into new dimensions. But like all next generation technologies, the process is very humbling. We ran into problems, we got frustrated, and we moved on. Like making nuclear bombs or landing a man on the moon. We choose to do it because it is hard, extremely hard. And everything good is hard to get. And the scientists from China and the rest of the world are working together.
They're
because they
working
believe fusion
together
energy
on it.
will be energy of the future. And that future is coming.
It is basically building their own sun. Now, we all knew that the sun rose in the east, Rick, but this is really literally now true.
中国呢，在这个长时间这个超导托克马克稳态，就是非常长时间使用的维持这个聚变子离体方面，在目前国际上是最先进的，而且是我们一直保持着这方面的。
Every once in a while, George, we do the kinds of stories in this business where it makes you want to open your eyes and go, oh my God, really? Have we reached this time? This thing?
I was coming home from
This thing that, you know, older guys like you and I have only been reading about in comic strips, etc., most of our lives. It's kind of amazing to think that these changes that China is embarking on, if not executing, are really, truly global game changers. No?
Gotta ask
we look at
ourselves
the internet,
why.
there are a lot of social media users being asking questions on the nuclear fusion issue and why ITER has been taking the lead. Let's take a look at what some of them have been saying. Well, Eva Malunova said that the question understand quite well how a nuclear fusion reactor works and what it might imply if there is an accident or attack.
Of the ITER machine, of the plasma of the ITER machine, which is something like 1,000 cubic meters, there will be something like 1 gram of reactants. Whatever happens, the reaction never explodes, never diverges.
So the question remains, what's wrong with our sun? What's happening to it? Why do we need to have something that's going to replace our sun? What's going on with our sun? What's going on with our moon? Is someone going to take it away? Is it going to go away? What could possibly happen to our sun where we need something else to replace it? Oh, yeah, there was our little pivoting large mothership that came in and went, uh-oh, and then got back out of the way. But what's going on in our sun? It's increasing in sunspots. It's increasing in how many solar flares and CMEs that it's giving. Our sun is preparing for a micronova. That's what's going on. They're going to put this thing out there, in my opinion, to give us heat so that we can still have light and energy. Because when this thing micronovas, it's going to go extremely cold. And we're going to have a long, cold time ahead after that. Oh, look at this. What is this? You guys see that over here? That just kind of popped up, didn't it? Oh, I can't even zoom in on it. Well, I'll have to go take a look at that here in a little bit. You guys see that? That's interesting, isn't it? Anyways, sorry I squirreled on you there. Now, for those of you who do know, Nemesis is our second sun. We do have 2 of them. We are a binary solar system. And its name is Nemesis. The meaning of Nemesis is an opponent or enemy that is very difficult to defeat. How to use Nemesis in a sense. And look at Nemesis in Greek mythology. This all ties together. Now, all I did was type in Nemesis. But let's put in Nemesis star. Let's see what we get. Yep, the Nemesis star theory. We do have a second one. Our sun has an evil twin known as the Nemesis star. Gaia, this is well known. You should come to Gaia. Gaia, there's a lot of information here on Gaia. It is coming, no matter what. A lot of people call it Nibiru. Well, there's a half-truth to that. Nibiru is a planet that goes around the Nemesis star. It is a red dwarf or brown dwarf star. Okay? I would believe it to be a red dwarf. But just from all the data and the things that I've seen, I believe it to be a red dwarf. So when this thing comes around and it's messing at the sun right now, eventually it's going to piss the sun off, our main star, and it's going to make a micronova. It does this all the time. We had the Carrington event that you can go and research and look up. There was a major flare that had happened with a huge CME. Power lines were exploding. Telegraph wires were exploding. Railroad tires were just catching on fire from the railroad tracks actually, getting so hot that the railroad ties were actually bursting in flames. Go read on the event, the Carrington event. It's insane, folks. But this is coming, and it's going to affect us. And here we can see a little bit of information about Nibiru, or Nemesis, if you will, which is really what it is, and how the rotation goes with these stars. So they don't stick out next to each other real close and just kind of spin around each other. Some of them have very long elliptical rotations. Okay, and this is happening out here. If it wasn't, okay, and let's say that you think both are bullcrap, okay? Well, if this theory is bullcrap, why would China and the world be building another sun that burns hotter? Why would they need to do that? Why would they be building a moon to give off more light and to also help control our tides, which is what our moon does? It's tidal locked. Tidal. Okay? So why would they need to replace them or build something in its place just in case? Think about that for a minute, folks. This is real. It's as real as it gets. But there's no reason to have fear. There are other entities that are going to be assisting us during this great transition of things that are going to be happening. All right, so don't be afraid. Keep your eyes open. Start being prepared, and remember that love is the only way forward.